Morning everyone and welcome to Independence of the Seas. We are just docking at Nassau. I'm going to do a nice quick little ship tour of the main decks that people obviously want to see, where the shops are, the restaurants, the main upper deck as well, the pool areas. I'm going to do my best just to show you around a little bit, give you a taste of what the ship's got. Do bear in mind, we are on this ship in May 2022. They did say to us a couple of times, a couple of different staff members, that this ship is due to go into dry dock in January 2023, so I imagine it's due to receive a pretty big refurbishment in about 6 months time. But for now we're going to head inside. We're going to start on deck 4 and show you all of the main things on deck 4, then we'll slowly work our way up. It's a little bit of a cloudy-ish day here in Nassau, but the sun is starting to poke through. It's a nice little bit of a sunrise, and we've got 3 other ships following us in. If you want to see our full day here, I'll leave that in the description in the link. We are filming every single day that we're here, but for this video it's just going to be a main little bit of a ship tour. So starting off our tour here on deck 4 aft. This is where you've got the main dining room here. This opens at 7:30 and they do have breakfast in there as well. They do display everything on the little screen outside, what the menu of the day is, exactly what you can have. Then coming through, it all opens out and you've got a couple of different bars and different areas here on deck 4. On the left hand side you've got a really nice chilled relaxing chill bar. It has live music on of an evening. There's a bit of a dance floor. People have a little bit of a dance. There's nice cocktails in there as well. This was one of mine and Laura's favourite little bars there, and the music did spread across to the other side of the ship there as well, so you could sit on either side and just relax, enjoy the music. People watch, chill out. There was normally a photo opportunity there with the car as well. And then coming through into Playmakers, that was another one that we haven't done yet before, but it did look very, very nice. We didn't get a chance to try it. It was only a 3-day cruise, but we are hopefully going to try that next time. So Playmakers is a sports bar and arcade, so this is where you can watch all of your football, your soccer, your NBA, any sport games that you want to watch. They've got multiple screens inside. There is a bit of an arcade. You've got a pool table, different seating areas. This is an upcharge dining restaurant, so you can pay and get some things like chicken wings, different bits like that, ribs. This is an upcharge, but it was a nice atmosphere. You could sit, watch the sports, enjoy it. And it was nice and cool and air conditioned in there as well. And then that led on through into the casino. The casino had all your usual bits that you'd expect. Your roulette, all your different gaming machines. The only one downside I found of the casino was the smoke smell. That is where a lot of people headed out to have a smoke, and the smell did become a little bit annoying as you walk through. We didn't spend much time in there. As I said, it was normally very busy. There's loads of different games, but the only downside was just that smell of smoke did put us off going in and spending any time in there. But if you are a casino fan, as you can see, they've got everything, all different games. They want you in there, of course, having fun, spending some money. There's plenty of options in there, and it was extremely busy every single night. So next up was the Schooner bar. This was quite nautical themed. Again, it was a nice atmosphere. They had a pianist on just playing. It was a very, very relaxed atmosphere. I wasn't too keen on the seating in here, but the theming was very nice. Again, it was always busy of an evening, people taking in the atmosphere, and then just around the corner you did have the theatre. So I think it was quite a nice area to sit and wait for what was going to happen for the rest of the evening. There was a restaurant next door as well, so if you went a little bit early like me and Laura did, we enjoyed a drink in there while we waited for our dinner reservation. Was a nice atmosphere, and the pianist that was on was very, very good as well. I'm not sure whether they'll change the nautical theme when they do the cruise ship revamp. I did like it. As I said, the only thing I didn't really like was the seating in there. Now, one thing we didn't quite get to show because it was too early was the ice skating rink on deck 3. This was absolutely fantastic. Make sure you go and give it a try. Really good fun, and it was completely free as well. That is on deck 3. So next to the Shooner bar, you have got Izumi restaurant. This is like a Thai, sushi, hibachi restaurant where they cook in front of you. It is a little bit of a dinner and a show. We and Laura did try it out. Personally, we didn't have the best experience in there, but I wouldn't let it put you off. It is something very, very unique and a little bit different. Again, that is an upcharge restaurant. We enjoyed it, but we didn't get the best table and the best company in there. But overall, I'd give it a go if it's something new and something different that you want to try. And there is other restaurants on there for upcharge. Personally, me and Laura wouldn't go there again. But it could be something to add to your list if you do fancy something different or you've got a special occasion going on while you're on board the ship. So we've now come up to deck 5 and we're going to check out the Star Lounge. This is towards the front of the ship. This is where they have the likes of your bingo, Mr. and Mrs. A few little different shows are on in there, different activities. Did like the theming in there. I did like the black and gold throughout. And again, of an evening, that was a very popular place to be, especially if you'd had a few drinks and you wanted a bit of fun. The game shows, the staff are really good at getting people involved. And now we're going to head right down the middle of the ship on deck 5 towards the front of the ship. The theming in this section is amazing. It really does not feel like you're on a cruise ship. It feels almost like you're in some form of American mall. There's different shops, different little quick serve places here. You've got the pizza. This always had a queue out the door. I think the pizza was good in here in Sorrento's. I didn't get a chance to try it, but it was a popular place. But even if you just look at all the shots here, it really does not look or feel like any cruise ship. We've done Disney before, we've done MSC, we've done Princess Cruises, and none of them had the feel like this did through this middle of the ship. It really, really didn't feel like a cruise ship at all. It had different shops in there. You've got the market there that had different alcohol, a few different duty-free items. It was closed there as we were docked. It's only open while you're out at sea. So that's something to bear in mind. If you want to buy anything from that store there, it does have to be under sale and underway to count as duty-free. When you're docked anywhere, it will be closed. But even just the signage up there, pointing people in different directions. The Ale and Anchor, that was a British-themed pub, British style. And it did have that feel. Being from the UK myself, it really did have a British feel in there. And it even smelt like a British pub as well, if anyone understands what I mean there. Again, that was always busy of an evening. This whole deck always had an atmosphere at evening time. We're filming this early on in the day when we were just docked, just to show everything nice and quiet. We didn't want to disturb anyone. But normally, all of these places had a really good atmosphere. Again, a jewellery shop here. They had watch shops, Swarovski, all kinds in the different shops. As you see as we walk throughout, all different bits. You had a beauty shop there that just sold all different brands of makeup. Laura enjoyed herself in there, having a look around.
Shops in Tenerife,
had a whole variety. If you've forgotten anything, ladies, you will find it in there. And then even vintage wines. You could sit there in this vintage wine bar and enjoy all kinds of different wines, from a little bit cheaper to more expensive ends. You could get it by the glass or by the bottle. That was a lovely atmosphere at evening time. And then even like the Morgan car parked here, I've never seen anything like that on a cruise ship, and it really did made an impact visually as you were walking down. It was really eye-catching to think of a car in the middle of a cruise ship. It's quite surreal when you stood next to it. It's hard to describe just how different Royal Caribbean do with these different strips down the middle of the ships, would you say? Different bars, restaurants. That main area down the middle really does stand out. So this stand here, the Voom stand, this is where you could purchase Wi-Fi in different packages I purchased the Surf and Stream, which was $25 a day. I've got to say, it wasn't the best. Their new ships do have much faster and better internet. The download speed was okay, but in terms of uploading anything, it was extremely slow and not really worth the money. But I do think when it goes into dry dock, they will upgrade that Wi-Fi system. And then here you've got your Ben and Jerry's ice cream. We did enjoy one from here. And again, something so different to have on a cruise ship. And it really took you away from being on a ship. Just eating a Ben and Jerry's ice cream in there felt so different. And they had a variety of different ice creams, different packages, drinks, etc. Smoothies as well that you could enjoy. And then across the way, you have got their coffee shop. Now, the coffee and tea was included, or you could pay extra and get the likes of caramel lattes. There's a few upcharge coffees if you wanted them. Me and Laura did pay for a couple of caramel lattes from there. They had free donuts and everything in the stand as well. All of those items you see in the stand at the front are all free. The donuts are all included. You don't have to pay for those. There's just a few upcharge coffees and different drinks that you could get. And that was a nice atmosphere as well. These stands you'll see dotted around throughout the ship, and I found them really useful to find where you were, to get the orientation of the ship. By the end of day 2, from seeing these everywhere, it was very quick to know exactly where you were going, to know the orientation of the ship. I did like these as a feature, and they were everywhere, dead easy to find where you were going and exactly where you were on board the ship. This is your main guest services area. If you've got any questions, or you want to book any shore excursions, or you want to ask for something specific or change anything, that is where you'd go. And then you see the theming throughout. It's just unbelievable on the size of the ship. It really does stand out. This was quite a fun, unique bar as well. These huge, unusual chairs were quite funky. Nice place to sit and chill. If someone's at guest services and you don't want to wait in the line, you can chill here. There's Laura testing out one of the big, giant modern chairs. And they did have a bit of music on there of an evening time as well. And then music on the deck below as well used to sort of spread up and come through and create a bit of an atmosphere. So guys, we're going to head up from deck 5 now and shoot up to deck 11, show you a little bit of the action on there, and also deck 12, the pool areas, etc. So let's jump in one of the shiny glass lifts and head on up. Now this is a nice touch, so you don't lose track of days. They do change this little bit of carpeting and put what day it is on each day in the lifts, and it does light up on the top here as to which deck is going to be going on as it moves up. So, welcome to deck 11. This is the other deck where everything is all going on. You've got the kids area and kids pool with slides here, the splash away bay. That was great for the kids. You see loads of different slides, loads of areas where the parents could watch and keep an eye on them. There was disability access there as well to the hot tubs around it. There was plenty of fun and games going on there. Up here as well, you do have your pool towel collection point. Make sure with the pool towels you do return them, because they do take your room number and they will charge you if you don't return them. You've got the large screen there on the pool, so they do normally have shows on or movies on while you're in the pool, or you can just sit there, watch a movie and take in a bit of a tan, relax and enjoy. And then you move into the solarium here. This was lovely and chilled. Me and Laura loved this area. Laura actually fell asleep in here at one point. They've got lovely padded sunbeds. This area is adults only, so it has got a very chilled vibe to it. These hot tubs as well that hang over the edge of the side of the ship with some glass flooring are amazing too. You can see right out of those glass windows around the side there, right to the bottom of the ship. All kinds of different views, and they were nice adult only hot tubs. Very, very relaxed in this area. If you want to escape the hustle and bustle, you can chill here. You've got chairs. You see how padded they are. Very, very comfortable in that area. And they do open those windows and you get a nice breeze coming through as well. Adults only pool area there as well with these bars. These bars were very busy when they were open. As I said, I'm filming this when it is about 7 a.m. in the morning. Moving into the gym now. This is one of the best gyms I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Equipment wise, Laura was blown away. She regretted not taking her gym gear. She would have loved working out in there. They had everything, all the weights, free weights, all the machines were brand new. Panoramic views all around the gym as well. If you wanted to get on the treadmill, you got views for days out the front of the ship, and it was very, very fully equipped. They did have spaces there as well for various classes. Spinning classes were going on. They had yoga, Pilates, different bits like that going on as well. But if you are into the gym or you want to keep fit, exercise, burn off the cakes from the buffet, you will find a very well equipped gym on Independence of the Seas, and also a changing room and a sauna steam room as well to unwind afterwards. I did like that little stand as well they had. But I think overall that gym does seem to be quite new. It was quite modernised, very new equipment inside it as well. So next up on Deck 11 is Fish and Chips. This is where you can get lobster rolls, chip butties, fish and chips, even battered candy bars. We would have loved to have tried one, but we did unfortunately run out of time. This is an upcharge little quick serve, so do bear that in mind. But there is a variety on there. If you're into your seafood, there was some great options on there. As I said, lobster rolls, all kinds of different little bits. Moving on now into one of our favourites, which was the Windjammer Marketplace. This is where you've got the main buffet. You've got other upcharge restaurants as well, the likes of Chops Grill in here. You do have to wash your hands before you go in. Some very catchy songs, washy washy going on there. But I do like that everyone is nice and clean before they head into the buffet area, which was nice and open. We found it really easy to get tables next to the windows with a view as well. Seating was never ever a problem, no matter what time of the day. They had a whole variety on the buffet, your fruits, yogurts, cereals, hot breakfast. It was massive. The choice on there was fantastic. We really enjoyed it. Laura, who is gluten-free as well, did have plenty of options to choose from in there. You can see those donuts. I could just eat one of them right now. But yeah, I did enjoy it in there. It was one of our favourite places. And they had all kinds of fresh juices in the morning there lined up ready to go. And plenty of staff on hand as well to help you clearing up. You can see the man there. He was going around asking if everyone is okay, if they wanted anything else, if they could help you at all. The only thing I did notice in here, which I think they will address on the refurb, was the chairs were very, very worn. Other than that, I could not fault the buffet. I could not fault the food. And I particularly enjoyed the curries that they had on board. You don't normally see a lot of Indian food on the cruise ships. They had a different Indian curry every single day, and every one of them was delicious. That was one of my particular favourites. But so much choice, so many options, and even if you had allergies, you had different choices to choose from. So to finally finish off, we've headed to deck 12. This is where all the action is. You've got so much on this deck. Starting with Johnny Rockets, that is an upcharge. Again, quick save dining. They do different things like burgers. It's like American diner themed. And you can get nice food in there. They do milkshakes and things in there as well. Then on the rest of this deck, you've got loads of seating, loads of sun loungers as well. I liked how many sun loungers there were. You could normally easily find a bed. You've got a walking, jogging and running track there. You can see the lady in front is having a nice morning walk. Plenty of people there actually. Maybe we should have joined them after our visit to the buffet. You've got mini golf further forward on the front of the ship. You've also got the flow rider. You've got basketball here, ping pong tables around. You've got kids climbing areas. You've also got the sky pad, which is a bit like a bungee ball, so you can sort of bounce around and bungee around in there. Again, we didn't get a chance to do that one. And you've also got the water slides in there as well. Bear in mind, with the slides, there is height restrictions, and also with the flow rider, there is a couple of height restrictions. That includes the two different options. So you've got a buggy board height restriction and also a surfboard height restriction. We did do this. We loved it. You do have to sign a waiver as well in case of any injuries. But we did go ahead and do it. We just did the most simple amateur one, and that was just on the boogie board. But we really did enjoy it. We also did the mini golf of an evening time. We did do it in the dark. It's a real shame that it's not floodlit or lit up in there. It was very hard. We had to use our torches on our phone, which was a real shame because it was a lovely thing to do at night time in the dark. I'd love them to add some floodlight into that. I think they get a lot more people playing it at night time after dinner. It's more of an evening thing to do out of the sun for me. That was the one thing I would change about the mini golf. Other than that, for a cruise ship mini golf, I think it was absolutely spot on. Definitely do have a go of the flow rider if you're going on any of the Royal Caribbean ships. It's a must. It is very, very good fun. Even when you get wiped out, it doesn't hurt really. Do be careful. And there is a video on board on the ship inside your room as regards to the flow rider, and it does give tips on what to do if you do fall off. You're meant to cover your head. Gives you a few little pointers before you go ahead and jump in. I would recommend watching a few videos on YouTube, a few safety features before you go and jump on in. The slides were pretty good as well for a cruise ship. And you also had rock climbing walls there. You've got full basketball court, which doubles up into football as well. There were so many different activities. It was impossible to try them all on our 3-day cruise. This here is the new climbing frame that they've got for the kids. There was so much. It was action-packed on deck 12 there. Definitely the place to be in the sunshine. So we just stepped inside on deck 12 to the arcade just to show if you have got any kids, teenagers. This is exactly what's going on arcade-wise. I think most of these you do require some tokens. We have got plenty of games and entertainment going on back here. It's just stretched right back for a little while. Basketball games. Got a cool Ghostbusters themed one over there. Race car driving. So there's plenty of choice. A little pinball bowling. Halo. Tokyo Drift. Any Fast and Furious fans? There you go, as seen in Universal. So yeah, plenty going on for the kids if they want a bit of arcade time, game time. Okay, so that is going to conclude our little ship tour of the Independence of the Seas. They are the main decks, the main areas that you would probably want to see. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do hit the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. What do you think they will renovate when it does go into dry dock? I do think they will paint it and do it up just like the Freedom is, with their new blue colour scheme around the bottom. The Freedom dock just next to us does look very nice. Only a few slight differences on the outside deck that I can see. I think the main renovations are going to be the infrastructure, the technology, the likes of the Wi-Fi, and also a little bit of a renovation on the rooms, the TVs, etc. But do let me know your thoughts. I hope this does help you if you are coming out on this cruise in particular. It is a lovely ship. We're having a lovely time. It's slightly dated, but for what we've paid,
we are more than happy we did get this cruise on sale. For more videos of generally on the ship, what we're doing, what we're up to, experiencing these little activities later today, the links will be in the description for those. Do check out the channel. We're doing a full 3-day cruise here in the Bahamas, and we've done plenty of Florida vlogs in general as well, so do check them out. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button and stride on, enjoy your cruise.